Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey in Your Own Backyard. This is Rob. Joining as always is my man
Carter.
Carter in the house.
Yes, sir.
We are recording a podcast tonight, Friday night. Had a little food, had a little drink, had a little wine.
Oh yeah.
But we
had some good food.
Had some good food, had some good drink.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. My man Rob over here killing it, making ravioli.
Little homemade ravioli.
Making his own pasta and everything. So
first time doing that. So
yeah,
I've made homemade pasta, but I've never made the ravioli. I thought it came out pretty good. I mean, there's a couple things to tweak on it. But,
yeah. First attempt, but you learn a lot, right?
It was edible.
Yeah, definitely edible.
Yeah,
sure.
I think overall, I think the pasta itself was good. I think the filling was good, but I think the time I left it in the freezer was too long, and I think the cheese filling got too hard. The time we cooked the pasta, the pasta cooked faster than the cheese got warm. So anyway, but it was edible, and all in all, pretty tasty.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And great wine too. Had a little Brunello.
Who doesn't like a Brunello?
Yeah, it went extremely well with the ravioli.
Yeah, it did. I mean, hey, we did Italian food tonight. We had your wife made a caprese salad.
Yeah. My
My wife made some bruschetta. We had a little pizza for an appetizer.
Yeah, we did.
Did a little review on the
one bite.
One bite, Dave Portnoy's pizza. We had to Portnoy, his pizza. We had to try it out and give our opinion on it. We're pizza guys. We like pizza, so had to do that. So it's been a full night tonight. We've had a lot going on.
Absolutely, man. But we're capping off the night with something special.
Yeah, we are. We got a little battle, if you will, a little competition, if you will. I'm not sure what you got.
Yeah. So okay. So Rob and I talk often, and not just on like camera or on video or in recording, but
you're saying we're friends.
We are actually friends.
Oh, sweet.
And so I called Rob one day and was like, okay, I don't know if any other channel's done this. I'm sure they have. But, okay, Stagg Jr. is the same mash bill as E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. And, I follow the secondary market, and I know Rob does a little bit.
Not as much as you.
Okay. That's right. How do you... Boop, boop, like the bus went over and came back and all that.
I'm just saying, you're quite active.
I can be, yes. Yeah. But anyway, why the heck is this bottle, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, why is it going for $700 on secondary? $700. I saw somebody post.
Is it that much now?
I saw somebody post yesterday for $725.
Are you serious? I thought it was like $400, $500.
$725 was what I saw.
Hey, Glenn Burnett said the food looked amazing. So
well, thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that.
Glenn.
But okay, Stagg Jr. used to go not that long ago, probably about a year ago, was going for about 125. Yeah. Now it's up to 250, 275, depending on the batch. But still quite a vast difference in price, even from a secondary perspective. Now, I think that the overall retail price of E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is what, $80?
I would say $100. I mean,
$100.
If you got it retail, it's $79.99, but I think most places sell it for around $99.
Well, I've never gotten a bottle retail.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, it's about $99.
Yeah, and I think Stagg Jr. goes for 50, 55, 60, something in that range, right? Retail.
Yeah. So I'd say it's a little more than that now. I think it's probably closer to 70 now. Buffalo Trace has bumped all of their pricing up. What do you remember Weller 12 being last year and a half?
$34?
Yeah, now it's 44.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So, okay. I mean, even E.H. Taylor small batch used to be like $32 out the door. Now it's like $44, something like that.
Oh, wow.
So I think, I don't blame Buffalo Trace. I mean, they got some good product. It's in high demand. They might as well kick the price up $10. I think that's still a fair price, $44 for a small batch.
I mean, that's fine.
It's a 12-year-old bourbon for $40, $44.
90 proof. 12-year-old bourbon.
That is a problem with it, but, nothing's perfect other than Coy Hill.
And me.
And you. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's...
Your wife screams that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all the time.
That's the impression I got from hers.
Yeah,
perfect.
definitely.
Yeah.
So
There's no neck pour in that.
Yeah, I'm just getting that. I'm just making sure the cork's wet,
That's what she said.
Oh.
So, Glenn, you have a preference on these two? Do you like one better than the other? Do you think they're comparable? I mean, the biggest thing that we're talking about is because this is, I don't know about warehouses, though, but same mash bill.
Same mash bill.
Very high proof, barrel proof.
Yeah.
I don't know about warehousing, how much difference that would make, but
I do think that EH Taylor has specific warehouses where it's aged in, but beyond that, I mean,
this could be Stagg, so it's not like it's in a bad location.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you think about it like EH Taylor, right? I mean, it's the same age range too, right? And like 6 to 7 years old, 7 to 8 years old, something like that. But I don't know. We've never done just a comparison.
no, and boy, I almost feel like we ought to be doing this blind, but we might as well know what we're drinking.
I mean, who cares, right? At this point, I'm going to give it a fair analysis. If EH Taylor barrel proof is better, then it's better. But is it dramatically better? I don't know.
You see what Glenn said?
I know EH Taylor for him is all the way. Wait a second. Okay. All right.
Well, man, if Glenn's going to do that alongside us, I wonder if we ought to bring him in a little bit.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the tater tube.
Tater tube.
Yeah.
You went heavy pour. I went kind of light pour.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right.
I'm trying to remember which one I poured this in. So this is going to be in my left.
Oh, that's in your left?
Yeah.
Okay, I went the opposite way, but that's okay.
Wow, they're very similar.
I mean, the noses are similar. I will say, like, I give the nod right off the bat to the EH Taylor barrel proof on the nose, just a hair.
Yeah, I would agree. But I agree, not a lot.
But also, this varies from batch to batch. I mean, these aren't necessarily, this isn't like consistent, right?
Well, yeah, for both.
Okay,
of
this
products.
is a 126.4. What's the EH Taylor barrel?
127.3.
Okay, so around the same proof point.
Now the batch on the what batch? I think that's like batch 11.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not remembering.
I don't know if it's 11. It might be even before that. We can look that up, but
I'll look it up.
Okay, but honestly, like, is it a stark difference?
So retail, there's no difference. I mean, there's a difference, but $10-20, you're not worried about that with these two products.
I'm
The
mostly
question
talking
is-
about the nose comparison.
Oh.
I mean, is there a stark difference?
No. I'm trying to understand why on secondary. The reason for this tonight is to really see if we can tell a huge difference that this is, $400 based on what the numbers you were giving tonight, $400 better than Stagg Jr. On the nose, it's not even.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's $400 difference on the nose.
It might be $6.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's a few bucks.
Not much.
And we haven't even gotten to the most critical part,
Which is?
tasting it. Okay. So, like, just full disclosure. I mean, I have a lot of Stagg Junior batches, and some of them are really, really good.
Batch 10 is what we're drinking. I
Okay.
remembered it was 10 or 11. I couldn't remember.
Okay, I don't know if 10 was considered good. This is probably the first time I've ever had batch 10, honestly.
No, you had it at your house when we did 10, 11, 12.
Oh, okay. So let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, we are into NFL playoff season. And this is, food, wine, and whiskey.
Yeah.
Super Bowl foods. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, I
know
do.
a lot of people like, they make the same kind of spread every year, and that's their thing. A lot of people go by the two teams that are in it and whoever they're rooting for, where that city is, kind of a local cuisine. Do you have something you like?
Well, I like there's something my wife always makes that I really enjoy, which is she does this buffalo chicken dip. Like basically, she takes like a rotisserie chicken, Frank's Red Hot, like cream cheese, that kind of stuff.
People make that,
and it's just freaking good. It's just something totally crushable that you can eat with chips or whatever. So I really like that. I don't know. In all honesty, like I don't know that I have a go-to.
We try to typically do food that's easy. If people want it, throughout the game, it's easy to go up and get.
Yeah.
So it's football food, right? A taco bar.
Taco bar is great, yeah.
This year I told Sandra we're going to do a hot dog bar. We'll have some chili dogs. We'll have some sauerkraut dogs. We'll have, different types of hot dogs, maybe throw in some brats or something like that. But, something that, that links type of meat that will be kind of a bar for us. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, it's really just like finger food to me is what I think of, like, when you go to...
Got to have queso.
Oh, yeah, queso's, well, I mean, we're in Texas, so not everybody has to have queso, but...
Oh, I believe queso is pretty popular throughout the United States.
I think it's fairly popular, but we really like it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we make it a little more homemade, maybe.
I mean,
we make it more authentic.
I see a lot of brisket at parties around here. I don't know that brisket's necessarily popular everywhere.
Most places. I'm not helping you tonight, am I?
No, you're just like, what are you, contrarian or something?
Yeah,
what's the hell? Okay. Well, I hate to say this.
Glenn says more sweet oak in the E.H. Taylor, he thinks, than is what he's getting. Smoked Chex Mix for an app. I make a homemade Chex Mix every year for the holiday season. I've never heard of a smoked one, Glenn. You've piqued my interest on that. I'm guessing if you're going to do a smoked Chex Mix, you're going along the lines of what Carter said and doing a brisket or a pork butt or some ribs, chicken, something on there.
Beer can chicken is another one I like to do for games.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, to me, beer can chicken's so easy, and it's like
it is good,
and it's delicious, and I can set up several little beer can chickens, and that's a great meal. I mean, people just go to town on that.
So people who don't know what beer can chicken is, if they're listening somewhere and they're like, what the hell is beer can chicken?
Okay, yeah. So it's a whole chicken, and the way I do it is I just, basically take different herbs and seasoning and put it on the outside of it.
Basically, season it however you like.
Yeah, season it however you like. But you put the chicken on an actual beer can. Now you want to make sure that you empty about half or like at least
half,
at least half,
or a quarter to a half.
A quarter to a half. That's what I was going for. Yes.
Figured,
that's what you need to do before putting the chicken on top of it. Now. They have some cheat codes here because I will say that the beer can, because ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to take the chicken that's on top of a beer can and you're going to put it on like a grill and just kind of let it go for a while. Well, the can itself can be a little precarious on keeping its balance on the grill. So they do have these like nifty little holders that you can get in.
And that's my recommendation. Use those. For sure, use those.
I'd say go for that. That's a guarantee. But yeah, you just let it go for, I don't know. I mean, hour.
Well, I will say too that you need to close the neck.
Yeah.
With a toothpick so that steam stays in there.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
I season my beer. I put some herbs down in the beer.
Too.
I put some garlic down there. And
yeah.
I take like a little can opener and just poke holes all the way around so it steams out pretty good.
Yeah, I don't go to
Different techniques.
The poking thing, but I mean, well, sometimes I do. But like the seasoning the beer, yes, I do that. So, but it just creates just a nice, moist chicken. Yes, you could hit that.
I don't know if you're supposed to say that word anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
I heard it's offensive.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know how you describe a cake.
How do you describe a brisket that has juice in it? Juicy? Is that what you do, or do you say moist brisket?
I'm not going to go where I might go. I mean, I might go somewhere, but I'm not going to.
Now, one thing, I see that Glenn's got chicken wings, burgers, and dogs. Okay, so I there is one thing that I've had that I really, really liked. I went to it was either a college game or I'm not really sure what game, but they had smoked chicken wings.
That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, those are really good. Yeah. Those are really, really
I've never
good.
done those. I've cooked chicken wings, but I've never smoked them. I have smoked a meatloaf.
How was that?
Pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Pretty tasty.
So are you picking up $400 difference between these two?
Well, I've only had my first sip of the
Stagg?
No, this would be the E.H. Taylor.
Okay.
And what's the rule you have for us?
2 sips.
2 sips. So first sip down. You know, I should have brought us up some bottled water, shouldn't I?
Nah, that's all right. We're men.
So, yeah, Glenn agrees that we need
the holder thing is a pro move for sure.
So I used to be a big, Super Bowl guy where I wanted to have a big get together. As you can tell, I'm a little bit older. I've gotten to the point where I think I enjoy just having, a couple couples over where you just have, 6, 8 people sitting around, and that's enough. I don't need 20, 30 people having a big party anymore. Where are you in your Super Bowl party stage?
6 max.
Okay, so we're kind of in the same area.
Yeah, I don't like to like. Okay, I love hosting parties, and just like behind the veil, I'm a musician, and I really enjoy having musicians come over and play at the house and like hosting concerts for them. And this is pre-COVID, but. And I do that out of the kindness of my heart, and I enjoy that kind of music being, live at our home. But what I'll say is, if I'm going to have a party, I like if I get together, I like a 6-person max.
No matter what kind of get together.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm not invited. You usually have 6 people.
Yeah, generally speaking, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
I mean, you're number 7, though.
I'm close. I'm about to.
You're almost there.
If somebody can't make it, I'm the alternate.
Yeah.
Me and Sandra. I'm sure it's more Sandra than me.
Well, yeah, Sandra is actually number 5.
Well, no. More, the reason we're not in the group right now is because of her, not me. Am I wrong on
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let's talk about the whiskey, actually. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna make a bold statement here. Number 1, I'm gonna say that the nose and the viscosity of the E.H. Taylor is superior. Like I think the mouthfeel is better on the E.H. Taylor. Now, one thing that I do not particularly like on the E.H. Taylor is it has a note of youth. Like that kind of comes out there, like almost a corn.
That's a good point you're bringing up, because these are both the same age.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8 years.
It's almost got like a corny kind of, fresh corn. I'm not really digging it. It's good, but it's not like great. Now the Stagg Junior is thinner, but like on the overall experience when I drink it, I like it. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm to be honest with you, I'm trying to remember which glass is which glass.
E.H. Taylor, Stagg.
I like the Stagg Junior better.
Yeah. I kind of like it better. There's aspects of the EH Taylor that just kind of shine out.
Okay.
But like overall, I think I like the Stagg Junior better.
I do too. They're very similar, and telling that they're the same mash bill is not hard at all. To me, I like what this does on the palate. It doesn't beat up your palate.
Yeah.
But when you think you're drinking something nearly 130 proof, this kind of meets my expectation of something like that, where this is so much more subtle on the palate. The E.H. Taylor. It doesn't taste the 127.
I agree. The one thing that I think, like, there's two things that I think the E.H. Taylor is really superior on. The nose is really good on the E.H. Taylor. It's more powerful. It's more pungent than the Stagg, in my opinion. In this particular batch, or in these two particular batches. Now, the other thing I like about the E.H. Taylor is the mouthfeel is a little bit more oily, and I like that. But overall expression, I think the Stagg Junior wins.
Yeah.
It tastes older.
Glenn's asking what year is the Taylor. This is this year. Well, 2021.
2021. Glenn. Yeah.
Yeah, 2021. This is 2018 batch 10. But the proofs are very close, and same mash bill.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, what do you say? I know you said Stagg Junior you like better, but...
And I even think I like it better on the nose.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I could see that, because it has like a little bit more of a...
See if you're going to say what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Like a depth of chocolate, to it.
Chocolate, and I get a little bit more cherry on it, too.
Okay, so on the Taylor, I get more of that, like, confectionery sweetness, but it, like, just kind of, like, pops in your face. It's like, oh, God, dude, that came out wrong. But
that's what she said.
But it's very, very, very sweet forward.
Glenn is drinking a Stagg and a E.H. Taylor that are within one proof point. We're pretty close. We're right at 126.
126 and 128.
127.3.
Okay.
126.4. So we're right at,
Yeah, we're right around the same. Mm-hmm.
So, but not a huge difference. I mean, if you poured this to somebody blind and said, "Are you drinking the same whiskey?" A lot of people might think they are.
Is it $400 difference on second?
Hell no. I mean, clearly, I like the Stagg better.
Yeah, I just think.
Why do you think it is? Why does E.H. Taylor? I mean, think about it. Let's jump into E.H. Taylor, because that's the whole reason we did this. Why does this jump up so much? Let's think about the other E.H. Taylor products that they have. The 4-grain, the Tornado,
those are all special releases
at $79.
Yes,
to $99.
Right,
and they go for thousands.
Yes.
Okay, Coy Hill is a special release. It's not going for thousands.
No.
Every year, George T. Stagg is a special release. William LaRue is a special release.
Yeah.
It doesn't go as high as those E.H. Taylors.
Well, this is, first of all, we're talking about E.H. Tater.
Okay.
And this is, the tube is king. Everybody, I'm not really sure.
Was that like $2,000 right there?
Yeah, it's like $2,000 worth of tube.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Kind of walked into that one, buddy.
But I think the deal is, and I think Stagg Junior kind of did a disservice to itself, because the first few batches were very hot. They were very ethanol forward, very spicy. People weren't enjoying them. And I think that the reputation of Stagg Junior was that it's not that great. And I don't know why E.H. Taylor didn't have that same thing going on, but I think that for some reason it didn't. And so E.H. Taylor barrel proof is just oh my gosh. Well, I remember when you used to be able to buy them for $240 a piece, but now you can Now secondary 700. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's so stupid.
I just don't get the whole.
Would you rather have this or that Coy Hill?
Oh, Coy Hill all day long. And twice on Sunday.
Same.
Yeah. Not even close. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to dog on E.H. Taylor. I think it's a good product. I just don't understand why it's got the hype it has. Why people chase it as much, where it's driven up the cost as much as it is. Not only for the barrel proof, but for the special releases as well that just are ridiculous. I don't understand it because to me, our Four Roses barrel pick that we just did and got in is way better than this.
Yeah, and that's probably going to go for like $200 on secondary.
On secondary, and it's a $80 bottle at the store.
Right.
Same as this.
And it's probably older.
It is. It's 10 years, 5 months. And this is 6 to 8 years.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about E.H. Taylor. You've got a history with Colonel Taylor. Bottle and Bond Act, all this kind of stuff. Like, there's kind of like a lot of lore behind that. It comes in an old-timey looking kind of canister and an old-timey looking bottle with like a fake tack strip over the top and all that kind of stuff. So it's real tatered out.
And taters are into it.
Yeah, they're into it for sure.
And Stagg Jr.
is in a little squat bottle that does not look all that impressive, though I like it because it fits well on a shelf.
Any shelf.
Yeah.
And, it's about to go up in price. It'll probably be $700, $800 now.
Well, I saw some people asking $325.
Why is that? Do you think why? I know why.
I think just because there was no Stagg this year.
I don't. There's a Stagg Junior this year.
Well, yeah.
There's no Stagg Senior.
Yeah.
But it's all because the Junior is going away. These are collectibles now.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It's just going to be called Stagg.
It's just going to be called Stagg now.
I think that's
so you have George T. Stagg, and then you'll have Stagg. And without these would be, kind of these, they'll turn into Dusties, I guess, when you get a bottle that has the Junior on it.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I think that's why these prices are going up. And when does that change? The first run of this year?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be coming out here
pretty
soon.
So.
Oh, yeah. That tax strip. You're right. I forgot to.
Yeah, fake tax strip.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, and maybe it's also because all the E.H. Taylor line is bottle and bond except for this one.
Yeah, that's true. Even their special releases.
Yeah, they're all 100 proof. This is the only non-100 proof.
Yeah. That's a good point.
What did Glenn say?
Still about what? He has the same year.
Oh, okay.
What year is that, Glenn? You have the same year. What year is that? Where they're within one proof point of each other. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, man. To me, like,
what's the biggest tater bottle of tater bottles, though?
The biggest tater bottle of tater bottle. I mean, Pappy.
No.
Well, 12.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you take my question. Your answer the second time was what I was thinking.
Okay, but like, I mean,
just because it's more accessible, so people go crazy on. Trying to get it when they have it. Here in Texas, we get it not regularly, but we can get it. And I know there's parts of the country that just can't get it at all, and they just seem to go crazy for Weller 12. And it's a solid little bourbon at 12 years, 90 proof. If it were 100 proof or a little over, I think it'd be
even harder to get.
Yeah, even harder to get. But I always wondered why that gets way more love and costs way more money than the Eagle Rare 10-year. Still 10-year bourbon.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly. I mean, it's a $35, $40 bottle, and it sells for $60 on secondary. Weller 12 is a $40 bottle, $44 bottle, and it's, up $200, $220, somewhere around there now.
Because it's poor man's Pappy.
Okay, well, we're going to have to do a Lot B battle.
Yeah.
That Lot B old Rip Van Winkle is 12-year.
Yeah.
90 proof. Same barrels, and it's just the master distiller decides which one's going to be Pappy and which one's going to be Weller 12, right?
I think that's accurate.
I would love, because Weller 12, we just said, goes for, this is kind of the secondary show.
Yeah.
Weller 12 goes for
$250.
$250.
$240, something like that.
You buy it for $40, $45.
Yeah.
Pappy is $80, $90. It's not even Pappy. I know people get mad.
Lot
about
B is
Old Rip Van Winkle is $90.
$90.
$90, and it goes for 1,800.
No, not that much, but like 1,100.
1,100. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah,
I'm aware. I mean, like when I saw Lot B going for almost like $1,200.
and these are the same bourbons, Weller 12 and Lot B.
Yeah,
I mean, a guy made a decision to call one and one the other.
that's the theory.
I can't wait till we do our blind.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, and we should do that soon. By the way.
Yes, we should. Glenn has a 2019. Okay. What are the proofs on those, Glenn? That 19, I think that was 129 proof, wasn't it? Like 129 point something.
The camera is blocking me, so I have to look.
You can't see it on the screen right there?
Oh, I can see it, yeah. Okay, both 2019. Okay, I see. All right. I think you're right, Glenn. So Glenn's asking isn't Warehouse C the only brick warehouse? It might be.
Isn't where Blanton's is a brick warehouse?
I don't know, but I do know that that warehouse that's all brick says OFC, so it's like old fire copper.
Okay.
So he might be right on that, but brick or not brick, I mean, the windows are partially open most of the time, right?
Well, yeah, I think certain windows are always open.
Yeah.
Not certain windows, but windows in certain spots, depending on how the weather is always open. Yeah. To get that draft they want through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the warehouses, to be honest with you.
You know what? We need Freddie Johnson on here.
Boy, wouldn't he be a good guest?
He could really talk about this.
Yeah.
Metal warehouses for blends. I mean, also different mash bill for blends.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of brick warehouses that are at Buffalo Trace, but Glenn's probably right. It's probably
Yeah, I mean, probably, but isn't I mean, in the Weller line, not in brick warehouses.
No, it's not.
So, I mean, they're pretty sought after. I mean, WL Weller.
They're still taters.
God,
Where does Buffalo Trace rank with all of your distilleries? Is it? I mean, if it were available,
it's one of my favorites.
So you like it? What's your favorite Old Forester?
Probably Four Roses.
Four Roses. Okay,
Yeah.
You surprised me with that answer.
Yeah, but I'm a Brown Foreman probably next.
But when people need to understand, when you say Four Roses, it's not what's on the shelf; it's picks that you chase.
Yeah,
Because
a lot of times, yeah.
Getting the different recipes.
Yeah, like the different recipes and that kind of stuff. Yes, but like overall, as a distiller of whiskey, I'd say Brown Foreman is my favorite.
Okay. You know mine.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble. Love wild turkey.
But I would rank Buffalo Trace. I mean, some of their high end products are. I mean, give me a break. They're like some of the best. I mean, William LaRue Weller is truly an amazing whiskey. Some of those GTSs are just out of sight.
Yeah, if you can get to the BTAC line, obviously, and that's the same as we talk about with every distiller, right? If you can get to their exclusive products that they put out every year. But I'm just thinking, when you talk about Weller products, and all of them are tater bait, whether it's Mashbill 2 with the Blantons and the Rock Hill Farms and Elmer T. Lee, I don't think as much on the Hancock.
Yeah.
But, and then you go obviously into the Weller line. You get into the EH Taylors and things like that. When you get into, if Weller 12, well, let me ask you this. Weller is sitting on the shelf all the time. Buffalo Trace is sitting on the shelf all the time. Do you go buy it?
Not really.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Weller 107, would that be something you would chase? You know, if it was on the shelf all the time, would that be like a daily drinker for you?
Yeah, I could see that.
Really?
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is because I know we've done several times. To me, $50 for the 107.
Right.
$35 for the, you know what I'm going to say?
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark cast strength.
Yeah.
Within a couple percentage points in proof. And we've always liked the Maker's Mark better. In blinds, it's always won.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
So why am I going to spend $50 if they're both on the shelf?
Yeah, I get your point, and you're probably right.
Weller 12, if it's always on the shelf, is there something you'd rather drink between 90 and 100 proof than, how about the 90 proofer? No, that was 108 proofer I gave you from Jim Beam.
1910.
1910 at 93. I'd rather have that than Weller 12.
Yeah.
My point is that these are so highly sought after, but when you really get down to it, if they were sitting on the shelf all the time, the hype would go away. They're not blow you away great whiskey.
I'll say something about Buffalo Trace. It's probably, to me, one of the most approachable whiskeys, like for beginners, because they definitely highlight the sweet notes, the cherry notes, the there's just an approachability to the to the Buffalo Trace line that I think it's a good combination, because like you could say like Heaven Hill for a certain like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. I think it's a good product. I think people still.
I'm a huge fan of that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think people still kind of have this perception that it's just cheap whiskey, and for whatever reason, it's okay. But I mean, you know, for $15, I mean, or 18 or whatever it is, it's not that bad.
Nah, for that price point, it's not that bad. I don't know. I like Buffalo Trace product. I just don't, and no beating up. If you can get it at retail, I think Buffalo Trace is more than fair with what their price, you know, for all of their products. I mean, Elmer T. Lee's are usually $35.
Yeah.
Weller 12 is $35-$40. I mean, there's nothing that just blows you away with cost where you go, they're sticking it to us now because they know it's popular. So I give them a lot of credit for that. They have held their ground. I mean, the bourbon boom has been going on for 4 or 5 years now, and they have not, they could, but they haven't jacked up their prices.
But even like, say, for instance, your beloved turkey, like, don't get me wrong, I like all the Master's Keeps, I like most of the Master's Keeps.
17-year bottle bump.
Yeah, not a fan of that. But I like most of those.
Okay.
But they're like $200. I mean, like that's a lot of money.
You're usually $160 to $175 plus tax. So yeah, you're just under $200 out the door.
Yeah, I mean, if you find EH Taylor barrel proof on the shelf, you're talking about like $100.
Now you're asking for miracles.
Well, I get it, but Turkey has said we're going to take advantage of this situation that the bourbon is extremely.
I would, I don't know about take advantage. This is again a special release.
Yeah.
So they're pricing it what they think is fair, which I agree with you that it's probably higher than it should be.
Yeah.
And they're playing the game a little bit, but you could also say the same about birthday bourbon. I mean, not birthday bourbon, the Old Forester batch 150th. You could say the same about Woodford's, American Oak and different stuff.
Yeah,
$130, $140, it's 90.4 proof. A lot of these distillers are doing things like that. I mean, you can look at.
I have no problem with that. I'm sorry for interrupting. I have no problem with that. The thing that I will say about that's consistent about Buffalo Trace is their products, like even their high end, like William LaRue Weller is like $100, maybe $130,
$120 probably. Yeah, $119.
I mean, like that's you'd be, not that you'll ever find it on the shelf, because you won't.
No,
But if for a retail price, there's no better value out there.
Yeah, but let's be honest. There's a lot of bourbon has gotten such a boom. People are just trying to make something and call it exclusive or limited and charge you a ridiculous amount of money for it. What was it you bought a couple weeks ago? It was from Willett for $100 and some bucks.
Yeah, it was that black and I thought it was good. I liked it, but
for what price?
Yeah, I would have liked it for like $60.
Yeah, and you paid
$135 or $140.
That's my point, and you never heard of that before.
Yeah, but like I wanted to try it.
I get that. I'm just saying everybody's doing it. I mean, you look at some products. I'm trying to think of like, I don't want to call them an off-brand, but a smaller kind of craft distiller or somebody. They got products going out at $100 all day long.
Yeah, well, no. Look. First of all, I don't care. Like, I don't mind that distilleries are trying to make money. Like, I have no problem with these distilleries trying to make money.
Yeah,
I just think
capitalism.
I have to say that, like, the secondary market, Buffalo Trace really has nothing to do with the secondary market, right? They produce a product, they put it out on retail,
and they don't like it. They don't like the secondary market.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah,
but like from a just, if this was the product and it was available, like they're a pretty good market steward. I mean, like they're a low, like their cost is much lower than others.
Agreed.
For the quality of product that you get.
Yeah, I guess I'm just saying I don't until you get to BTAC, what you would call, and I know they're not on the shelf anymore, but what you might call shelf items for E.H. Taylor, whether it's the Weller 12 and things like that,
yeah.
107. I'm never been really just blown away with those. I know they're good, but I've just never been blown away with them.
I'm a fan of Eagle. I personally really like Eagle Rare.
I like Eagle Rare probably better than Weller 12.
Me too. And what is that? $28 a bottle with
32 out the door. $29.99.
I think that's great value.
Yeah, it's great value. 10-year-old bourbon.
It's
used
awesome.
to be a single barrel.
One of the most kick-ass bottles on the planet, too.
And they still have that rumor going around.
Looking bottles.
I sure hope it happens that they're talking about making it the same proof as the 17.
Well, we heard some.
We heard some things about that.
Some things from a pretty good source.
So when that happens, think about how popular that's going to be. Going from 90 proof to 101.
101 10-year Eagle Rare. Oh my gosh.
It's going to be pretty popular.
That's going to be pretty popular. That's no doubt. Now, what I'll say is that Buffalo Trace, it's tater. I mean, like everything that they make is basically tater.
Well, and that's not. We're not knocking them.
But
it's just not. Taters love Buffalo Trace.
They just do.
Yeah. Here's what I want to do. We need some more whiskey. We've got a bottle that is $125 behind us.
What bottle is that?
It's a GOAT.
Oh, the goat.
Let's see what we think about that after we just had these two.
Sure, let's do it. We'll see if the goat is the greatest of all time.
Well, it wouldn't be if he didn't put it on there, would it?
Chris, you know we love you, by the way.
I actually like it a lot. Mm-hmm. So, and it's a 15-year.
All right.
From a major distiller.
Not to be named, but yes, major distiller.
Mm-hmm. Heavy Harden.
Heavy Harden, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan Distillery.
Yep. Yeah, let's get a pour. Hold please. Oh shit.
Got a little static.
You got a little static there. Ooh, there's another little bit. Sorry, guys. What batch is that?
This is batch 3.
All right. Number 3. Aged at least 15 years. At least.
Mash bill, 78.5% corn, 13% rye, 8.5% malted barley.
All right, let's do it.
Glenn, you got one of these to drink?
Glenn. Get a Glenn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to
Tight?
give you
A
another-
little tight in there?
A little tight.
That's what she said.
Got my new flip phone.
I see that. Nice. It's like a razor.
It is a razor.
The Prideful Goat. Now, I will say something about the Prideful Goat. It's got some darkness going on. I mean, that's some darkness.
Well, and I will say, it's kind of got a similar shape to that Old Forester bottle, the bottle shape.
It does.
I like his label. I really like. I don't know where he got the goat from, but I like the label. I mean, I really like the colors that he used, and
yeah, it looks good.
the goat is a good mascot. I thought he did a good job on that.
There's actually not a lot of green labels on things other than ryes. For some reason, green has been adopted by rye. I don't know why, but
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't know why that is either.
but anyway, what are you doing there?
Just messing around.
Oh, okay, I got you. Is Glenn coming in?
Maybe.
Coming in hot? Oof. Man, crypto's taking a bath today.
Yeah, but you just got to be patient.
That's what I keep telling people.
He liked the E.H. Taylor more.
I know he did.
So I'm going to see if I like this Heaven Hill better than
I like
Heaven Hill. I'm sorry, Prideful Goat.
I can already tell that I like it better than the E.H. Taylor.
And
Like from the nose.
And the Stagg.
Just the Taylor. It's a nice nose.
I guess what you could say is there's just a lot of good whiskey out there.
Oh, there is.
You're pretty good with that. The little swirling thing that you did.
Yeah, rapid aeration.
Is it changing now that it touched oxygen?
Oh, it's changing.
Is it changing?
It's changing like Bowie. Changes. Man, that's nice. That's really good.
I was a fan of this. I thought it was really good.
Man, that's good. Nice job, Chris Hart.
Let's say hello to somebody.
Hello.
Hey, fellas.
What's up, dude?
How y'all doing?
Good, man. That's a mighty, mighty beard you have there.
Dude.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting
We
there.
look at this picture here, and I'm like, who is that guy with
Who's
Glenn's
the
wife?
guy with the clean shaven?
Who's that guy with Glenn's wife? He shouldn't be doing that. He's not saying anything.
I know. He's speechless.
Not very often.
Yeah, the
I've noticed.
motorcycle helmet needed to be a little more clean shaven.
Yeah, I got
Do
you.
you have a motorcycle?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a motorcycle. Knew you had a muscle car.
You do? What muscle car?
Oh, my Dodge Challenger,
Oh, really? What year?
2017.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were going to say Dodge Challenger like 1968 or something like that.
You should have said that just to throw him off, Glenn. I would have played along.
Oh, man. Okay, have you tried the goat yet?
No.
The greatest of all time, the Brady?
The Brady.
The Brady, if you will. Okay. I'm already going to say that I like the goat better than the E.H. Taylor.
If you're going to like it better than that, you have to like it better than both of them.
I don't know about the Stagg.
Because, I mean, these were pretty close.
They were pretty close, but like I think this falls in between.
Really? That's a tight little window you're putting it in.
Yeah, I like them. I like those.
Almost. Almost.
All
All right, I'm going in.
Go all the way.
It's just a different profile.
Totally. I mean, it's
Just
totally.
But man, that's good stuff too.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, you get all the sweet notes and all this kind of stuff out of the Buffalo Trace, and honestly, you get the like more of a tannic, dark kind of thing going on with the Heaven Hill.
Yeah, it's a little richer.
It's richer. It's even got that savory quality, almost like Four Roses does.
I mean, Chris, I don't know who picked this. We're giving Chris all the credit, but I know he had some guys, some people.
I know Luis was on one of these.
Picking one of these batches. But he had 3 different groups. They had 3 batches.
Yeah.
Whoever picked this one did a really good job. This is a fantastic beer. I've had 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 3 are probably my favorite. Probably 3 winning out overall.
I'm glad I got a bottle of 3 because it's damn good.
Yeah, it is really good. Have you opened yours?
No.
Put it on secondary.
Fresh flips. Hulk Hogan flips.
Glenn, what are you drinking?
I'm still with the Taylor and the Stagg.
Oh, are you really?
Nice. So do you think it's a clear winner?
No, it's not clear. They're close.
Yeah. And I think that's the point of the show is like we wanted to give this like because I mean you see what the price on EH Taylor barrel proof is on secondary. I mean it's absolutely insane. Like, is it that much better than Stagg Junior?
And I know some people might go, well, what's the production on both?
I have no clue.
I don't either, but I don't think it's that different.
It couldn't be.
I don't think it's that different from what they produce for EH Taylor barrel proof to Stagg Junior.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I understand this comes out twice a year, the batch.
Yeah.
So it's obviously more bottles being put out.
But they're different batches
overall,
every
they're different
time,
batches.
so.
But, I mean, that's a little bit of it maybe. But even when you hit a great batch, it still doesn't go up as high as this. I mean, you think back to batch 12, that was thought to be phenomenal. Everybody was chasing batch 12, and it never hit 250.
Oh, well, I mean, it's over 250, but
Now.
Yeah, now.
But we're back,
Now it does.
in 2019 it wasn't.
Yeah, it's when you post it on secondary, you have to say it's the Stagg Killer.
The Stagg Killer.
Yeah.
So I've just never understood why EH Taylor, and you brought it up, and it made me really think about it. I don't understand why it's as high as it is on secondary.
Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, we had our pick over at Buffalo Trace, right? Humble brag, but we
You don't do that very often.
no, never. But when we tried our pick that we selected, barrel proof, how damn good was that?
Oh, it was really good. And, I made the suggestion to Freddie and the guys at Buffalo Trace that they need to go through the process of watering it down. Just barrel it.
Yeah, I agreed.
We would have taken it that
I
way.
agreed with you. And yeah, that would have been way better. Actually, don't even filter it or anything. Just straight out of the barrel.
Yep. SFSJ.
Yeah.
Straight from Stagg.
Yeah, I would have dealt with the charcoal chunkies in there.
I'd have taken them. They went to the bottom.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm bagging on this bottle because it's like all squatty and basic, but I mean, honestly, it fits on the shelf great.
I like the bottle. I like the squatty little bottles. I like the logo with the Stagg and the big rack on there. I mean, I like that.
Well,
I like the big rack.
I know you, but here we go.
Here we go. Glenn, biggest tater bottle in your opinion? I know there might need to be a little more, kind of criteria for that definition, but something that, not just something that's you just can't find like King of Kentucky or something like that, but something that's out there in the secondary world regularly. There you go. That's the biggest tater bottle.
So I have two, and you guys probably aren't gonna like this, but I would say Four Roses and Old Forester. As soon as they hit the shelf, they're gone. Like they just don't stick around.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about Four Roses picks.
Picks.
Yeah, the picks.
But I guess I've come to find out, I think, that's a huge Texas thing. I don't know if it's all of Texas or if it's just Houston, but Four Roses seems to be very popular here.
Yeah.
We talk to other people around the country, and it doesn't seem like it gets as much love in other places.
Yeah.
Have you talked to people around the country, Glenn?
I haven't, but I'd love to try more of them, but you never can find them.
Yeah, here in this market, you're right. They go quick. I know a place you can go tomorrow and get one.
Yeah, but of course I'm going out of town for work. So
of course you are.
That's how it works.
Of course you are. So what was you said Old Forester. What Old Forester? You mean like the Old Forester barrel proof single barrel?
Just a single barrel.
Do they go pretty quick?
Yeah, they do. They do.
I don't know that I've ever seen one. You're talking about just a single barrel, not the barrel proof.
Yeah, the single barrel
Well,
proof.
so I guess the single barrel.
I didn't know if you meant like the old 90. Yeah, the 90.
Hangs
That's what I
around
thought.
more.
Yeah, they're not around anymore, are they?
No. Those are all gone.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, I'd like to say secondary shouldn't be around, but I have a buddy who, lives off secondary, so I don't really want it to go anywhere because, I want him to get good whiskey too.
Yeah, because I share.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh. Talking about Luis.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, man. What about Leo, though?
Does he do secondary?
Oh, God. Does he do secondary? I think he has to hide packages from his wife.
Glenn, do you buy anything secondary?
I don't.
I don't either. I'll trade, but I'm not going to buy.
You got a Coy Hill recently.
Trading.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, actually.
Yeah.
And you know what? Glenn doesn't want any of that from me. He doesn't even want to try it. You know why?
Why?
He doesn't like Brown Foreman.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
I bet
asked him,
he
"You
likes
want to try?" He
Brown
goes,
Foreman.
Not interested.
He said
There's a
that?
few I like from Brown Foreman.
Huh?
There's a few I like from Brown Foreman.
Which ones? You said you weren't interested in Coy Hill, though, right?
I try it.
Yeah, you'd like it. Guaranteed.
You say that. Luis doesn't like it. Wade would rather have Jack 10-year. You didn't see his post today?
Did he really say that?
Yeah. Did you see that, Glenn?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Said,
I'd rather have Jack Tenure. Jack
Coy
Tenure
Hill.
was watered down piss.
yeah. Well,
Like it wasn't good.
Hey, you're not being nice.
Okay, sorry.
A little harsh.
I mean,
Jack Daniels does some good stuff.
they do. Yeah, but the tenure was trash.
Well, it's age stated now.
Okay, good. I guess it's what 90 proof.
90 proof.
Age stated. That cost. First of all, it's allocated. Second of all, it cost what $70 or something like that.
Yeah, $69.99.
And Wade's the one. I love you, Wade. I just want to say that, but you're saying you'd rather have Jack Daniel's 10-year than Eagle Rare 10-year, same proof that costs $28-30,
Yep.
just as allocated, if not more allocated.
Well, he didn't say Eagle Rare. He said he'd rather have that than Coy Hill.
Okay,
He'd rather have the Jack Daniels 10-year than the Coy Hill. I think he was being funny, but and trying to just stir up some conversation. But
He doesn't do that.
What? He doesn't do that? He's always just sincere, giving just honest feedback and opinion?
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about that either.
10-year Jack. Oh, come on.
I've never had it. Have you had it?
Yes.
It's not that good?
No.
Glenn, have you had it?
It looks like he's gonna reach for it.
That's what she said.
Yes.
No.
Those
yeah,
are
well,
great. Those are great.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a 10-year that's worth all $55.
Oh yeah, but I mean that 10-year Jack. Oh.
Is this a tater bottle? I think this is a really big tater bottle. Maybe more because I don't like it than anything else, and the price point of it. 18-year. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Marriage?
18-year, no.
Elijah Craig?
Yeah. Elijah Craig 18-year. It's $140 retail.
Yeah.
It's 90 proof. I've had one batch, I think, in 18 that was good, but other than that, I've not been a fan of that. You guys?
More misses than hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other tater bottles that I'm not, on board with. Because there might be some tater bottles that I am.
I'll go ahead and say it right now. This is going to get some mad hate. Elijah Craig barrel proof.
You don't like them?
Not a huge fan.
Ooh. I thought I'd kind of gotten over.
That's because you're not a Heaven Hill fan.
You're right. but
right. So to me, that's one of the best values in bourbon.
Yeah, it's 12-year age stated.
I like that.
$65 now, $69, something
80
like that.
is most.
Is it up to the 80
Most
already?
people retail it at 80.
I didn't think it was that high.
If you see it on the shelf.
I got to tell you, I hadn't touched on it for a while because I just thought I was getting to where I didn't like Heaven Hill too much anymore. I don't know why. I think I was drinking whatever I was drinking from them. It just wasn't striking me the right way. And I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I went ahead and pulled out one of the, I think it was B519.
Yeah.
Or 518. I think it was 518. And I took a pour of that and went, this is absolutely delicious. And I forgot how good some of those batches were from the barrel proof. So I'm a fan.
I've had some that are really good, and a lot of them that are really, really hot.
Really?
Yeah, it's just very ethanol forward.
It seems like they're pretty consistent that 2 out of the 3 every year are good, and one's like, it's okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what other tater bottles are there that I just, ugh.
Glenn, have you had the goat?
No, I haven't.
None of them?
None of them. I was tempted on the rye today, but I didn't pull the trigger.
All right, you got to get over here and try some of that batch 3. It's really good.
It's good.
Really, really good. Well, I can't think of any other super tater bottles. I mean, I don't call William LaRue Weller and GTS and those kind of things tater because I think they're that good. You know what I mean?
They are good.
They're whatever the price, the market says it's worth this much, it's worth that much. I probably won't pay it, but those are outstanding bottles of bourbon.
I agree. Weller single barrel.
Probably not worth what they charge for it.
Weller CYPB.
That's a joke.
That's a total.
That's a tater bottle. That's a good one to mention because that's a $40 bottle for $650 on secondary.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a joke.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine. For that price
decent
point.
Little bourbon. It's not my favorite. I think it's like 90 proof, isn't it?
I think they varied. Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it really hasn't scratched my itch.
Yeah, I think you guys touched on it. Basically, everything Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Underneath Weller 107 and E.H. Taylor.
Yeah. I mean, to me, E.H. Taylor, small batch, or E.H. Taylor, single barrel, when they were available, great bottles. I mean, I'm in. I'll buy that. But, I mean, now that they basically clear, the shelves are clear of those bottles. I'm not spending secondary money on that kind of stuff,
Yeah, I went from E.H. Taylor, now I'm at Knob Creek.
Which Knob Creek?
Same price.
Yeah.
The 9-year. 100 proof.
Yeah, I started with that tonight as my warm up. I think that's a great
I
bourbon.
love it. I love it. I'm a Knob Creek fan, big time.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Well, that's our rant on secondary, E.H. Taylor, Buffalo Trace. We were just kind of a little bit of venting from me, maybe.
I mean, what about Michter's 10-year rye or bourbon?
You know what I think about the rye.
It's good, but is it?
It's not good.
The rye is not. Well, it's not $150.
It's a 10-year rye, which is unusual. That's why it's $150. It's 90 proof.
Yeah,
it's not that good.
No. The 10-year bourbon, it's fine.
It's better than the rye,
but not worth the money.
No.
And that's an ultimate tater bottle, though I will say it's a cool looking bottle.
You guys think the rye is better than the bourbon?
I think the rye is better than the bourbon.
I think the bourbon's better than rye.
Yeah, but I'm a big rye fan.
So am I, and that one falls short of what a rye should be. Just saying.
What do you think about me?
I think you're a BTAC. You're worth every penny.
Oh, thank you.
How about that?
I thought I was a Michter's rye.
You're the William LaRue Weller of food, wine, and whiskey.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Then you're all the pappies.
I'm like Pappy, the Lot B, because I'm like not sure if I'm better than Weller 12.
Lot B.
Call me Lot B. That's my new nickname. Lot B.
Yeah, hey,
What's up,
we got Lot B over here, and we got WL Weller.
Yeah, WLW.
I don't know, like tater bottles. I want to think of like a couple others, like just for fun.
Birthday bourbon.
It's a tater bottle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? 130 or something like that to buy it?
Yeah, but the thing that I'll give like a hat tip to birthday bourbon, right? That squatty, cool looking medicinal bottle, that is sick. I mean, there's no other bottle in the market.
Still feel like it pours well, and you don't want to spill bourbon. I feel like I'm going to spill that bourbon.
I mean, be careful.
Okay. Does it? You have a bottle.
I do now. But I've like
can't wait to crack that.
Wasted all my tickets on it, but
and
yeah.
a Lot B. Can't wait to try that against Weller 12.
We're gonna do that at a restaurant.
A blind.
That's gonna be an unopened bottle. That Lot B, for sure.
You're not opening that?
Hell no.
Why not? I thought we were buddies.
Because it's worth $1,100.
So what? I'm telling Freddie.
A Lot B?
Yeah, a Lot B is going for $1,100 now.
I'm telling Freddie. You won't even drink with your friends.
Dude, you know you can come to my house and have tons of stuff.
You're thinking you're investing.
Oh,
now.
did I not bring over a Thomas H. Handy tonight?
I haven't had any.
Yeah, we're about to. See ya, suckers. we're about to kill
What
Thomas H.
What did I
Handy,
pull out when you brought that?
a GTS,
And?
a William LaRue.
Yeah, because it's you. That's what I do for my friends.
So
You
we're
won't
going
even open a Lot B.
We're gonna do a like just a straight up BTAC flight.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this too. Okay, so talking about tater bottles. So, of the Weller line, to me, the best value in that line is the Weller Full Proof. Like on the secondary basis,
$55 bottle. Yeah, I would agree with that.
like even on the secondary markets, it's like $250, $275. Like, I would absolutely, like, if it was a really, really good store pick or something like that, you know, I'd pull the trigger on that because I really like Weller Full Proof. Okay. I think that's good. But like Weller 12 being $240, no.
Yeah, I'm
what
with
are
you.
The proofs generally on it?
What's that?
What's the proof?
114 on the Full Proof.
14.
Always 114, yeah.
Yeah. I have heard that you can request NCF.
I've heard that too, and you get the little sticker on there.
Yeah, so that would be interesting if you did a foolproof.
I've seen that on 107 picks.
I've seen
that too. Yeah,
I haven't seen it on foolproof picks, but I wonder if you could ask for that. Can you just do it NCF? That'd be sick. Anyway, Just
Trying to think of another tater bottle. How about Elmer T. Lee?
Elmer Taterly?
Elmer Tater Lee. Is that what the T stands for?
Yeah.
Okay. $35 bottle going for over $300 on secondary.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
grandfather of taters.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say,
I
Glenn?
said the grandfather of taters.
The grandfather
yeah.
of taters, yeah.
Well, okay. So that's the reason I have 2 bottles that I've never opened.
Of course you do.
God.
You have a lot of bottles not open. It's like you have a whiskey museum or something.
Yeah, some of these things aren't worth opening.
It's almost like you're a tater.
Dude, I open shit that, like, if it's...
Doesn't sound like it, does it, Glenn?
Okay. Y'all, come on.
He's not going to open anything I ask him to.
Come
He's
on.
got Elmer T. Lee's not open, 2 of them.
We are literally bottle killing it at Thomas H. Handy tonight.
Okay, that's 1.
I hope you're not serious.
No, I'm not
I
serious.
hope you're not serious because we have had some epic ass shit on this, like at your home,
At my home, yeah.
at my home too.
No, yeah, I bring bottles over.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, some bottles deserve to not be opened because they.
I disagree. It's not one bottle I've bought that I'm not opening. Name me something that I have that I said I don't want to open.
Hold on.
Yeah. I know.
Let-
I don't have the stuff
Let
you
me
have.
drop some. Let me drop some truth bombs on you.
You're going to be like, as soon as you get good stuff like me, let's see if you still think that. That's what
Do you open any Weller 12s?
Yeah. I have a liter open right now. You want some?
Are you gonna open any more after that liter?
Sure, I will. I will always have a bottle open.
When
Keep
you
going.
do you accumulate all those Weller 12s
Well,
just to drink
full-proofs
them?
are open. 107s are open.
Foolproof, I understand. 107, I understand. Weller 12, to me,
open.
it's dumb to open it.
Oh, now he's calling me dumb, Glenn.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like
I opened it. You said people who do that are dumb.
Oh my gosh, what I'm getting at is that like it, I can go drink that Wild Turkey 101 and have like,
How good was that?
oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was a dusty. So yeah, but like I can go.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I've witnessed. They're pretty good. But all I'm saying is like, okay, there's certain, but like Elmer T. Lee, it's 90 proof, batch or mash bill 2,
Yep. Single barrel, though.
single barrel, whatever. And they go for $300 in secondary.
What does Rock Hill Farms go for?
Even more than that.
Is it more than that?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's 100 proof.
That's the one we don't see around here very often.
No, I have a bottle, but I've never
Hancock's we
opened it.
get, Blanton's we get, Elmer Tater Lee we get.
Hancock is pretty good.
But I don't see it. How many of those do you have?
3,
How many are open?
1.
One's open?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, I got an open Hancock.
Can't wait to go to your... That didn't sound about right.
I'll bring
Okay.
over a Rock Hill Farms.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We might need to do the number 2 mash bill blind. See which one we like
Oh,
better.
God, if Blanton's gets number 1. But, I mean, they're all single barrels.
They're all single barrels. 89.9 on the Hancock, 93 on Blanton's, 90 on Elmer T. Lee. And
Yeah.
what's Rock Hill Farms proof?
100.
100.
Oh, is it 100?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the biggest one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
It's a horse.
So I'll throw something out there. I think recently Jack Daniels is probably pretty high tater bottles.
The Coy Hill and the Jack Daniels 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, they're pretty high tater ball, but
The only thing I say about because I said earlier, if you're chasing a BTAC, whatever the value is, it's worth it. It's that good. And I think the Coy Hill is that good. I would say, so I kind of take that off of the tater category. but I would say the Jack Daniel's 10, based on what you're telling me, would be a tater bottle. Because to me, you're paying way more than you should for what you're actually getting in the bottle. You know, whatever you pay for George T. Stagg, William LaRue Weller, I don't care. It's still really good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of my criteria. And I think
I'm not saying
Hill
within it isn't bad, but the clamor around it was pretty high.
Yeah, the hype and all of that. I just think I guess for me, I'm saying the way I define a tater bottle is you overpay for something that's not really that good.
I mean, like, what's like any of the Parkers go for extreme money.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
and you overpay for good stuff too, but at least it's good.
I mean, I have no qualms with most of the Parker stuff, but is it worth like that heavy char is going for like $800 now?
How about the orange carousel?
I actually like it.
I like it a lot.
I think it's really good, but like as more of a dessert type pour. But like I really like it.
Yeah,
But good, but for the price.
But for the price, yeah, no. But like, I mean, you think about like that heavy char is going for like $700, $800 on secondary. Is it really worth $700, $800?
No,
to me, no.
Not even close. No.
Is really any bourbon whiskey worth that much?
No.
That's why I've never bought a bottle on secondary. Carter and I can both say that.
You can say that.
Oh. Oops. Watch out for that bus.
You can totally say that. I cannot say that.
Well, this turned into more of a kind of a rant on secondary than it did.
Yeah, but we talked about talked about E.H. Taylor and we talked about Stagg Jr.
I just think it just doesn't make sense, man. I don't get the secondary, but I guess people pay, so it's worth it. I'm not going to complain about it. I just I would never pay that much for a bottle of whiskey.
The goat's also pretty good.
Which one?
The goat.
Oh, the goat's really good.
Yeah.
To me, I'm fur enough along. Give me fur enough along in my bourbon journey that there's enough good stuff on the shelf. I don't have to be a tater anymore. I don't go to specs when they have a big drop. Did you go, Glenn?
No.
No.
No, that was a complete shit show.
Yeah. I don't even know anybody who went.
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
Hell no. We're past that.
I mean, I'm never going to a specs drop. Give me a break.
I got to give you credit, man. He didn't go early. He went at like 11 o'clock.
I went at 11. Yeah, just waiting for the smoke to clear.
Still got a Stagg Jr. What else did you get?
I got a Stagg Jr. I got a Weller 12. I got a Mini Blanton's, and I got something else.
Did you get a 107?
No, I don't think so. There was some other like thing that I got.
Just getting a Stagg is worth it. 11:30, you pop in.
I didn't even wait
the
in
night
line.
are gone, and you get a Stagg Jr.
Yeah, just walk right
and
in.
A Weller 12.
At a Weller 12.
That's pretty sweet.
Is it a Stagg store pick?
No. Just batch 17, I think.
I have
whatever the new one.
I have a Stagg store pick. Stagg Jr.
I'd never open it.
Of course you wouldn't. You just kind of sunk your own boat right there.
Hey, look, dude. I mean, I look these yellow bellies that are in front of me. These Four Roses single barrels.
They'll be open.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I'll open those.
Oh, okay.
I'll open those because I know I can get value at like $150 to $200, like on secondary on those, and they're 10-year-old barrel strength whiskeys that are freaking good.
Not pretty good. They're damn good.
And I can get that crap delivered to my house for like $150 to $200. Okay, like,
how do you get it? What are you doing if you deliver it to your house? What do you mean?
I mean, I get a courier.
What's that drink app that you order whiskey from?
Drizzly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. It's kind of like
Drizzly.
that.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
Very cool.
But I'm just saying, like, these are drinkers, man. All these are drinkers. Like, I mean, there's some legendary ones that get like a lot of money on secondary, but they're most of them are just drinkers.
How much do you like Russell's Reserve picks?
Some I really like. A lot of them I don't.
I think those are some really good bottles of whiskey.
They hadn't been releasing many of those recently, though.
Not recently. Rare Bird just put out
not
3.
recently.
Rare Bird just put out 3 picks.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Well, he's a rare bird.
Yep. He knows the turkey boys.
David Jennings.
David Jennings.
Yeah. Jennings.
All right, boys. I think that's a wrap for tonight's episode.
Yeah, man. Let's close this down with thanks, Glenn, for hanging out with us, and
cheers, guys.
Cheers. And can we say that the hype is real?
The hype's not real. Shouldn't be there. Stagg Jr. is better than the H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Glenn doesn't agree. But Glenn would agree that the difference isn't enough for – it's not a $400 difference.
No, I preferred it, but I would gladly have Stagg Jr.
Yeah. If you said you had this one or you can pay $400 and have the H. Taylor, you go, give me the Stagg Jr.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. So, anyway, we did that. We did a little ranting on secondary. Secondary's crazy. It's out of control. Do you guys feel like, before we go, do you guys feel like are we peaking yet in the bourbon community? I mean, how many bottles, somebody asked this question. I think it might have been Christopher Hart to us. How many bottles in America are sitting on shelves unopened? When do people stop buying and making their museums?
Never.
So I'm asking, are we almost peaking? Do we think we're about to go down in the bourbon?
I do not.
Really?
I do not.
I don't think we are. I see more pictures of people with a ton of bottles on their shelves not open.
And it's just going to continue. People are collecting these like they collect baseball cards.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and more people are getting into whiskey, which I think is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing.
It is also a bad thing.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's fun to talk about whiskey and that part of whiskey, that part of bourbon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how, I'll call it, out of control it's gotten.
Yep.
But
until production keeps up with demands.
That's never going to happen, though. I don't know that that's ever going to happen. And especially,
it probably will.
It did. You can ask Turkey. It did happen.
Well, it still does happen with turkey. Turkey's on what turkey product is not on the shelf other than a limited release?
No, but I'm saying, like, back in the 80s and the 90s, they were putting like 15, 17-year-old Wild Turkey in Wild Turkey 101.
It still might be.
Yeah.
Probably not. But there is some 12-year in there.
A drop.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey in Your Own Backyard. And until our next episode, enjoy your next pour.
Cheers, everybody.